Welcome into the Sun Devil Source 2-minute drill. I'm Jacob Rudner alongside Chris Cartman. And Chris, we just finished watching ASU's first practice of game week in their preparation for BYU, and we have some update injuries on the offensive side of things. What did we see today at practice? Who was there, who wasn't among the most significant players?
Well, Donovan West wasn't at practice. Now, he got cramped up a little bit in that game against UNLV, came back onto the field. It seems unrelated to that. Not sure exactly what it is. Zach Hill was asked about it afterwards. Not a really specific answer. Working through some things. We did hear from another source that West is expected to play on Saturday, but it is something that we're going to watch. Elsewhere, the wide receiver position, especially at that X spot where Brian Thompson suffered a hamstring strain. He wasn't at practice today. Elijah Badger is working his way back after missing the first two games all last season with academic issues. Not sure if he's going to play against BYU, but there is some sort of movement that's happening there. At running back position, Diamante Trena missed the UNLV game. He's back to practice. Looks like he may be able to play. Daniel Nagata suffered a dislocated thumb, and he practiced with a hard cast. So the running back situation appears to be progressing somewhat for ASU.
And defensively, there were some names who were there at practice today, back after they weren't there last week, and then a key player who was not there. What's the defensive update as far as injuries go?
Right, so we didn't see Evan Fields, not sure on his status. That's, of course, an important starter for ASU in the secondary, but it looks like they may get back to Marcus Davis, who missed the first couple games with a right leg injury. They've had Mason Williams starting with nickel. Marcus Davis would probably move back into that role where he had prior to the start of the ASU's first couple games and when he got hurt. I'm not sure that we saw Kewan Markham at safety. I think he might play if for some reason Evan Fields is not out there, but we're not sure about that. And then at defensive tackle, Omar Norman Lott missed the game against UNLV, ASU's second team, 3-technique player. He was back out there at practice. So other than Fields, it seems like things are progressing well for ASU there.
And lastly, Chris, we spoke to Zach Hill, ASU's offensive coordinator today, and again, he fielded questions about the progression of Arizona State's passing. Where is that at as ASU prepares for a tougher matchup than its first two this weekend against number 23 BYU?
Tough balancing act, right? Because Jaden Daniels has the ability to scramble for a lot of yards, especially when teams are going to play man cover, turn their backs to the quarterback, and he's only got maybe one linebacker that he's got to worry about. He had 125 rushing yards, which was a career high, the most for ASU in quite some time. But Zach Hill said that ideally they would like Daniels, when he's flushed out of the pocket, to keep his eyes downfield. That's where some big opportunities can come in the passing game, and also sometimes to be able to hang in there a little bit longer and go through progressions before he starts to vacate the pocket. It's a fine line, but one that they really are trying to dial in perfectly and will be important against BYU.
That'll do it for our 2-minute drill. Stay tuned on the site for all of our preview content, again, as ASU prepares for a matchup at number 23 BYU.